Hello. Glad you could join us for this exploration of teaching concepts. We're going to dig deeply into how our brain connects ideas to form a foundational concept. Many times we take the idea of concept formation for granted in the belief that everyone can do it. However, we are going to discover that there are barriers to concept formation that we may not yet have considered. I'm Dr. Linda Rittner from the University of Central Oklahoma. I've been in the teaching profession for a very, very long time. It is not only my profession, it is also my passion. Coming up is some information based on not only years of experience in teaching in many environments, but also on information based on the latest research in the relatively new scientific discipline of mind, brain, and education, or MBE. This field of study is yielding exciting data that will help teachers do what we do best, and that is help learners to learn more effectively. Teaching new concepts is really not as easy as it looks from outside the classroom. Experienced teachers can make the process appear very simple, but we all know that is not the case. Let me read the slide for you. Teaching a concept is a careful, deliberate process that requires deep thinking about what you are teaching as well as who you are teaching. The who is becoming a more important part of the equation as diversity of all kinds continues to increase in our classrooms. As you will see, the who will drive the what as well as the how of teaching concepts. Let's explore further. We have a bit of thinking to do before we start. I hope you have your favorite method of note-taking ready to roll. Quickly identify a concept that you routinely teach. Now, I'd like you to do this in writing, or perhaps on your mobile device, but I want you to define the concept in some permanent way that's so you can't fudge later. Please don't skip this step. It really is important. We will be reflecting on this definition throughout the lesson. I'm going to give you just a few seconds here to begin thinking and recording your thoughts about the concept that you routinely teach. Now that you have it down in writing, does your description of your concept look something like this? Concept, paragraph. Write a topic sentence. Write 3 supporting sentences. Write a concluding sentence. How close are you? Guess what? If it looked something like this slide, you did not explain a concept, but rather you explained a process. If you explained the concept of paragraph, it should have looked something like this. For instance, what is the origin of the word paragraph? Why do we call it paragraph? Well, paragraph comes from the Greek paragraphos, which means to write beside. Para meaning beside, graphos meaning writing. The Oxford Dictionary defines paragraph as a self-contained unit of discourse in writing dealing with a particular point or idea. Ideas are written beside others that support a single idea. Paragraphs are the foundations of longer prose, just as concepts are the foundation of more complex thinking. It's not unusual for teachers to confuse processes with foundational concepts. However, the differences in student understanding can be significant, especially for students whose first language is not English. Concept formation is arguably the most complex of all the complex cognitive processes. Some of those other complex processes include thinking and reasoning, especially higher-order thinking and metacognition, problem-solving, transferring knowledge to new situations. But the foundation for all thinking, problem-solving, and transfer is a concept. We know that cultural diversity can have major impact on these cognitive processes. In the next section, we are going to look at how we form concepts as learners and how we build them as teachers. Stay tuned.